very good morning to all, good afternoon to all. I, Kevin Richard, a student of City University, is delighted to introduce Mr. Arvind Dhingra. Dr. Arvind Dhingra is an engineering graduate from MNIT, Jaipur. He did his MTech from Punjab Technical University, MBA from IGNOU. He completed his PhD from NIT, Kurukshetra. He has 6.5 years of experience of industry working with corporates like GEC Alstom, Crompton Greaves. He has over 20 years of teaching experience. He is presently working as an executive director, Science and Technology, Entrepreneurs Park, GNDEC, Ludhiana, and as a faculty electrical engineering, GNDEC. He has attended over 80 short-term training programs, contributed more than 85 papers in various national and international journals and conferences. He has delivered over 75 expert lectures. His research interests include energy management, energy audit, power quality, entrepreneurship, innovation, and startups. So without further ado, I would like to invite Sir on stage to come and shine.
Some of you or some of your colleagues have been to the organization I represent right now, that is the Science and Technology Entrepreneurs Park. To tell you a brief what we do and what is it, and then we'll begin with the talk for the day. The topic, as you see, is being flashed on the screen itself. So I come from an organization called Science and Technology Entrepreneurs Park, Guru Nanak Dev Engineering College. This park started in 1986. So a little older than you all, and we are into promoting startups. You have an idea, you come down to us, and we'll make it work for you to make it a big business. That is one. Second is the part is trainings. We impart any training, any short-term training, 6 months training, anything you wish to do. We are also into doing some kind of facilitation for the startups. So that is a brief about the organization I represent. The topic given is design thinking, creative thinking, and innovation. So as engineers, why should you be interested? How many of you are comfortable in the vernaculars, Punjabi, Hindi? How many people? Hindi, Punjabi, किन्ने comfortable है जी? Sorry, except a few people. Okay, I'll for those people I'll translate it into English also. Don't worry. As engineering graduates, why should you be interested in this topic? This is the first question. Why you should be interested? अच्छा धक्के से बैठाया गया, कोई बात नहीं सर। अब आप आज धक्के से तो बैठ गए हैं, अगली बार सुनिए, आपके लिए बड़ी जरूरी बात है ये। अगली बार आप कहेंगे कि ऐसा सेशन करा दीजिए, कोई सज्जन को बुला दीजिए कि ऐसा सेशन कर दे और हमारे दिमाग की जो ये है ना खिड़कियां बंद हुई हुई हैं खोल दे। ये बड़ी जरूरी है आपके लिए। सो यू सी, you would have heard of a story. Punjabis, you know, they are born entrepreneurs. Punjabi ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਨਾ ਉਹ born businessmen ਨੇ, born entrepreneurs ਨੇ. Why? It is in their blood. We make business out of anything. You tell us that this is going to work, we make business out of it. Right? Now, what is the crux? What drives us? So it so happened, one of the Punjabis went to England and he didn't know anything. A simple, small village guy, having done class 10th, and किसी ने धक्का लाया, जहाज चढ़ गया। वो पिंड दे कहंदे ना इहदी बला टालो, इहनू तो भेजो बाहर, something like that. The villager said, you go abroad, you will work out there. So he went abroad and he started working. So whenever he got a problem, he used to solve it because he was very brilliant, by fertile mind. And he became so famous that everybody called him कि यार ये जो सज्जन है, this fellow is very good. He is going to solve the problems of solve our problems in just like this in a jiffy. So the people of the land, England or wherever he went, they asked him, what are you good at? कहते sir, I am good at जुगाड़. I am good at जुगाड़. So he asked, what is जुगाड़? So let me show you a video first. What is जुगाड़? And then we'll talk of it. Just see what is he doing. Just observe. It's a small scooter with which we are going to lift up that heavy load which a laborer is going to lift. And we do it in just a time, 1/10 of the time which a laborer is doing. Just see. You understand what is जुगाड़ now? I hope you understand. सो डिज़ाइन थिंकिंग भी कुछ इस तरह का जुगाड़ है, कभी बात करते हैं उसके बारे में. सर थैंक यू. इसको बंद कर दीजिए एंड इसको डाउन करके उसी को वहीं से शुरू कर लेते हैं. या ओके. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू पीपल थिंक एवरी डे? कुछ सोचते हो. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू थिंक एवरी डे? कुछ सोचते हैं आप. सोचते हैं जी, कोई सज्जन सोचते हैं कि नहीं सोचते जिंदगी के बारे में? अपने और नहीं कुछ सोचना तो इस बारे भी सोचते हैं. कितने बारे कि अज शाम नू किदे नाल जाके पिज़्ज़ा खाना है या किदे नाल कॉफी पीनी है ना. यू थिंक ऑफ इट दैट विच फ्रेंड ऑफ योर्स यू आर गोइंग टू हैव अ कॉफी और पिज़्ज़ा विद देम इन द इवनिंग. इज इट ओके? वी थिंक एवरी डे. सो how is this thinking different from your thinking right now? We are talking of some thinking here. Design thinking, creative thinking and innovation. दो तीन तरह की thinking की बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. And how is this thinking different from your thinking? Just let us see. Design thinking, there is one human centric thinking. Human centric thinking का मतलब क्या है? Definition we'll see later. Human centric thinking is the thinking where you think only for yourself. अपने बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. You think for yourself. Design thinking has 4 principles. First of them is empathy. You see your classmate weeping or sleeping and you feel the same way as he is feeling. जैसा वो सोच रहा है, जैसा दर्द उसको हो रहा है, वैसा ही दर्द आपको भी होता है. The same way, the same pain you feel, your classmate is having as you are having. That is empathy, that is design. That is the first principle of design thinking. Second is collaboration. सलाह बनाना. पंजाबी ਨੂੰ ਬੜੀ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਕੜਾਹ ਬਣਾ ਬਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਗਲਾ ਵਿੱਚ. It is making, what you do is you try to make a collaborative thinking. And collaborative thinking, you know how it happens? और क्लास में से कभी कट करते हैं ना आप? क्लास कट करते हैं ना, बड़ा फैशन रहता है क्लास कट करने में, बड़ा मजा आता है उसका तुमको. You do a collaborative thinking. Collaborative thinking is done by a few people and they do it that way. So it is collaboration. Next part is inclusion. You try to include everything, pros, cons of a problem, and try to find a solution to that. That is a part of the design thinking. And then final step is repeat or iterate. You have designed a product or you have designed something and you try to repeat it or iterate it. दोबारा उसको बनाने की कोशिश करते हैं. So you empathize with people's needs. You collaborate with others across disciplines, skill sets, perspectives. Since some of you are mechanical engineering students, some will be civil engineering students, some would be some other branch, computer science or something like that. Nowadays, ज़माना ख़त्म हो गया है कि आप individually अपने discipline का काम कर सकते हैं. No, you are supposed to be multidisciplinary. You are supposed to be having that grit. You are supposed to be having those qualities wherein you can work with other people. जिनको नींद आ रही है उनको हम जगा भी देंगे सर. अभी अभी जगा देते हैं, टेंशन मत करिए, साथ वाले को जगाते रहिए, बाकी तो ठीक है, जागते रहिए, बोलते रहिए, ठीक है। इंक्लूड एवरी आइडिया इन विजुअल फॉर्म फॉर इवेल्युएशन। वट एवर आइडिया यू हैव, यू प्रेजेंटेड इन अ विजुअल फॉर्म। विजिबल फॉर्म मीन्स ओके। हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू यूज अ पेन? कितने लोग पेन यूज करते हैं? सब करते हैं, ओके। आई नीड यू टू jot down or raise your hand within 5 seconds, first 5 seconds, and state 5 uses of pen besides writing. बिना राइटिंग के बिना 5 यूजेस बताने हैं जी, फटाफट। कितने लोग बता सकते हैं? यस, कैन यू रेज योर हैंड? 5 यूजेस, 1 2 3 4 and 5 seconds, बोलिए। अरे बाप रे, है जी, थिंकिंग के लिए। कैसे? अच्छा, वो आप ऐसे पेन को घुमाते रहते हैं तो शायद वो सोचने का हो जाता है। और आपकी तरफ से एनीथिंग, यू यूज अ पेन विदाउट राइटिंग फॉर एनीथिंग एल्स, व्हाट इज दैट? यू यूज अ पेन, यू राइट विद द पेन बिसाइड राइटिंग, व्हाट कैन यू डू विद द पेन? Seventh, ये आप में से किसी ने अभी बोल दिया था पहले ही। And the last one. All right. It is just opening your mind to think differently. All of you have set your own limitations. आपने अपने दिमाग की एक लिमिटेशन खुद बना रखी है. All of you have set your own limitations out here. You have to break those barriers and then come out of it. So let's take care of it. What is the design thinking process? From a divergent view, divergent means when we are sitting in a class, ना अभी क्लास में बैठे हैं आप, इतने लोग बैठे हैं, आप सबसे अगर पूछा जाए कि कल क्या करना है, कल क्या करना है, तो if you I ask general question, what will you do tomorrow, you will have so many answers out here, so many answers. But what is the aim? Aim is to converge out here. Once you converge on a particular idea, you want to make a product out of it, and then build a prototype. Prototype is the first product which you develop out of your idea. मेरे को आइडिया आया कि कुछ लिखने के लिए बनाना है. I had an idea that I want something to write. What do? I have to develop a pen. The first pen is the prototype out here, right? So this side is the problem. Problem could arise from anywhere. आपके आसपास बहुत सी हैं, and we can start from them, and then we have a solution space, right? We have a design challenge and a design solution. All right. But in between, it is never a straight line. You have lot of iterations going on. Each one wants to think differently, wants to convert his views, है ना? अगर कहीं जाना है, if you have to go to some place and you say that we'll go this way, people will say no, we'll go this way. ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਜਾਣਾ ਜੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਣਾ, ਮੈਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੈਠਣਾ, ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ, and so on and so forth. So for design thinking or branding, if you want to do, here you have a thinkers group. You empathize, reframe, ideate, prototype and test. See, branding means, okay, somebody asks you the name of the soap, generally you say Lux. पहला नाम दिमाग में आता है लक्स. पेस्ट का, अरे यार दोस्त, लाइफ बॉय का भी आ जाएगा. ज्यादातर की बात कर रहा हूं मैं. आप एक्सेप्शनली गुड अच्छे आदमी हैं इसलिए लाइफ बॉय की बात कर रहे हैं, बाकी तो सब ऐसे ही है. And if you talk of toothpaste, you will talk of Colgate. You talk of a brand name, you have the brand names there. They are entrenched in your, यहाँ पे फंसे हुए हैं वो. क्यों? क्योंकि आपने शुरू से सोचा, उन्होंने ब्रांडिंग की रखी है ऐसे. And then, okay, let's not do this. Okay, yeah. Now coming down to invention. What is an invention? Invention is finding a new product. कोई एक नया प्रोडक्ट ढूंढना है. एक सज्जन थे, मित्र थे. आप लोग यहाँ बेंच पे बैठे हैं, अभी बेंच के पीछे फोम भी लगा है, ठीक है. ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਰਕਾਰੀ ਸਕੂਲਾਂ 'ਚ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਨਾ, once you were reading in those government schools, you had those hard benches without the backrest. And as soon as you tried to lean like this, there was a teacher with a stick, and he used to make your back straight. He used to make your back straight. So somebody invented a bench like this, so that even if you doze off, you don't feel, है ना? अगर आपको नींद भी आ रही है तो भी आपको आराम से आएगी. गद्दा है पीछे. So vicious circle of invention. It starts from creativity, applying imagination to address the challenge. You apply your imagination to address the challenge. जैसे कि मैंने अभी आपको बोला, अभी हमने देखा था वो clips के बारे में. We saw those clips. You apply the imagination to address the challenge, then you innovate, then from innovation comes the entrepreneurship, wherein you are going to sell the product, and then is the imagination part. It's a vicious circle. You can move imagination, creativity, innovation, entrepreneurship, and so on and so forth. So creativity is the generation of new ideas, either new ways of looking at existing problems or seeing new opportunities, perhaps by exploiting emerging technologies or changes in the market. Recently, if you have heard of it, the government banned single-use plastics in the country. Single-use plastic को बैन कर दिया गया. और in our marriages, single-use plastics were used at a large scale, very large scale. है ना? You had those plates, you had those spoons, there were a lot of them. So somebody made a very good innovation, and let us see that also here. Just see here. Anyways, these are the plastic spoons. This fellow is the one who pioneered the art of edible crockery. Edible crockery. Just see. Just see. उसका आएगा नहीं,
So this is
आएगा नहीं,
the operator.
अच्छा. So he said कि 120 billion of the crockery is being discarded every year. He thought of it, what to do with it, क्या करा जाए. So that is how he started. सर छोड़ दीजिए, कोई बात नहीं, छोड़ दीजिए, I'll explain. So he started with a baked crockery. Biscuit नहीं होता जैसे, it's just a biscuit. You can eat it after you have taken up your food. जैसे आपने खा लिया तो उसके साथ ये millets के साथ बनाया है. And by the way, millets, it is the year of millets this time. Year of millets, the government has declared, so millets को promote करने के लिए बनाया गया था. And just see here, you can stir it with it, hot coffee. You can have sambar with it, you can have dal with it, you can have rajma with it, rice with it, anything you want to have, and then you can always do it. Just see what is he doing. He's trying to make it. He didn't find the first customers. This fellow had to go a long way to start the first customers. Then he employed all these ladies out here, and they were the self-help group. This self-help group helped him promoting in all this edible cutlery. इसको बंद कर देते हैं यहीं पे. So various flavors he has made, and you can always take it this way. All right. All right. So creativity can be anywhere. Innovation is the successful exploitation of new ideas. It is the processes that carries them through the new products, new services, new ways of running the business, or even new ways of doing business. Nobody would have thought that without owning a vehicle of my own, I would be the largest transport provider to the people. Ola cabs is one example. I do not own even a single cab. मेरे पास अपना कोई भी vehicle नहीं है, लेकिन मैं एक vehicle की fleet को command कर रहा हूँ जो सबसे बड़ी है. It's the biggest one. Airbnb. Without owning any hotel, they are the largest hospitality providers. And these are the ideas which have come up to the people like you only, and they have started up doing this business. ये जो नीचे नजर आ रहा है, this is a lamp post. How did this idea originate? This originated in 1932. Table lamp का idea 1932. So that is how old is the innovation part. Who drives the innovation? What is the main driver? Is offer the courage and energy to the better world. It's only that you have to express your ideas. Dear friends, every day, all of you get one creative idea. Yes or no? एक अच्छा आइडिया जरूर आता है आपके दिमाग में. All of you, people sitting at the back, people sitting on the front, कुछ लोग जो सो रहे हैं उनको भी शायद आइडिया आता ही है, सोते वक्त आ जाता है उनको, ठीक है. लेकिन वो आइडिया का करते क्या है आप? What do you do with the idea? You do not bring it out. Why? Because you fear कि ये क्या कहेगा, वो क्या कहेगा, what will he say, what will he say, what will she say, and what will my parents say. And what we do with the idea, we say sleep down, all is well, sleep down, and the idea dies down. You all have a creative idea. Mind you, every day 24 hours में एक तो पक्का आता है, किसी को ज़्यादा भी आते हैं, और समय अलग अलग है हर एक का आइडिया आने का. किसी को सुबह उठते ही आ जाता है, किसी को क्लास में आ जाता है, जब सोने लगता है क्लास में तब आ जाता है, कोई घर जाते हुए आ जाता है, किसी को कहीं पे भी आ सकता है आइडिया. बट देन आइडिया कैन कम एनीवेयर. सो द मेन ड्राइवर फॉर इनोवेशन इज द आइडिया एंड द विल टू प्रेजेंट दैट आइडिया. उस आइडिया को प्रेजेंट कैसे करना है, right? Okay. What is design then? Design is what links the creativity and innovation. आपकी जो है ना, जो आपने आइडिया सोचा है उसको प्रोडक्ट में कैसे लेके आना है, that is what is done by using design. All right. Innovation is often confused with the term invent, which is defined in the dictionary as creating something new, something that has never existed before. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। इनोवेशन वो नहीं है कि जो आपने कभी देखी नहीं है। ऐसी चीज भी हो सकती है जो आपने देखी है लेकिन आपने उसमें कुछ इंप्रूवमेंट कर दी, दैट इज ऑल्सो इनोवेशन। पंखा तो कई सालों से आ रहा है दोस्त, अभी नए पंखे भी आ गए। अगर आप इफ यू वॉच टेलीविजन एवरी डे यू वुड बी सीइंग एन एड फॉर अ न्यू काइंड ऑफ अ फैन, कूहल फैन। कूहल करके एक फैन की आ रही है। सो व्हाट इज द नीड फॉर कूहल फैन व्हेन दीज आर ऑल सेलिंग एंड दे आर हॉट सेलिंग ब्रांड्स? Somebody has innovated on that design part. Just see that innovation part. Okay, creativity and innovation lead to what you can make as a business. Young graduates, when you come out of the college, what do you expect? Most of us expect a job, है ना, बढ़िया job with a good package, and some of us have the expectation कि सर पहले दिन से ही कार लेने आएगी मुझे तो। हाँ, it should be a big car which should come to fetch me and take me to the office. I should sit in the office in an AC chamber and sign some documents. That is the end of my work. Sorry दोस्त, you are mistaken. ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं होने वाला। This will not happen. You have to work for it. That is one. Second part, jobs उतनी है ही नहीं. There are number of jobs is less than the number of people passing out in a particular stream. So what you need to do is you need to build up a culture of entrepreneurship wherein you become the job providers, not the job seekers. आप लोग एम्प्लॉय कर सके और ऐसा कुछ काम करिए. So that is entrepreneurship. So creativity is the process of generating unique and useful ideas. Innovation will take place when there is a creative idea generation. Innovation is about taking creative, unique, new idea and turning it into something of value. Innovation requires discipline and action. एक डिसिप्लिन चाहिए, एक एक्शन चाहिए. आइडिया आ गया और उसके बाद अगर हमने उसको कहा कि when we say idea, thank you, thank you, thank you, it will stop. We need to do it that way. All right. And when does this entrepreneurship occur? When an individual sees the potential in an idea that can be developed for marketplace or user groups. How did Ola or Flipkart see the idea? How did Amazon come up with the idea of online shopping? This is how it is done. Entrepreneurship, individual is also prepared to take necessary risks or stir up things, get things out of comfortable spaces. You need to come out of your comfort zone. Comfort zone क्या है? सुबह माता जी ने or your mother or father or you yourself wake up with the alarm and drag yourself into the college. I say drag because most of you are saying, ah yaar, फिर college जाना है. And then spend the day in the college, go back, have some food, sleep, attend some classes if you want to or if you don't want to, right? So that is your comfort zone. But there are people who in the class also ask questions and after the class also ask questions to themselves and to others and work out of it, and they are working out of their comfort zones. They will definitely get settled before the other people. Okay, and skill and confidence also is required. Funds will talk of later. Okay, what are the phases of creative process? There are a few phases of creative process. First is the background or knowledge accumulation. Anything you wish to start, you came down to this university, you had some knowledge that we will be doing this kind of a course which is going to be useful. So that basic knowledge is required. Then is the incubation process which is happening right now. You are studying for a degree. Then is the idea experience. When you come out of the college, you start applying that knowledge, and finally what you earn out of it is the evaluation and implementation part. Creative thinking skill, the use of creative intelligence to approach problems and find solutions, that is called creative thinking skills. Knowledge is for 4 styles of creative intelligence. One is intuitive, innovative, imaginative and inspirational. Anybody who can say what is intuitive? There are people in your group also who will be saying in the morning itself, I think this is going to happen. आज ये हो जाएगा या ऐसा ही कुछ होगा. This is intuitive skill. This is intuitive. Right? Second is innovative. Something innovative. नए तरीके से सोचना. Imaginative. You imagine, you make a story of your own. और अपने इर्द गिर्द एक स्टोरी क्रिएट कर लेते हैं. That is imaginative. Inspirational. You become inspiration for others. You seek inspiration from some other people who are successful. Motivation, of course, दो तरह से है. एक external factors. External factors, what the college can do for you. They'll organize expert lecture. They'll bring somebody who has made a mark in the field. They'll tell you कि दोस्त काम कर लोगे तो अच्छा हो जाएगा. This is extrinsic, बाहर से. Intrinsic, जो मेरे अंदर से आना है, which is from my inside. The motivation from my heart, what my heart says, how do I progress with that? That is intrinsic. Common creativity techniques include brainstorming, scamper, lateral thinking, mind mapping, problem reversal and attribute listing. Let us talk of brainstorming. Brainstorming is the one we did, just an exercise we did अभी थोड़ी देर पहले हमने एक एक्सरसाइज किया. क्या था कि आप tell us 5 uses of pen without writing, बिना writing के. That is brainstorming. All of you were supposed to give the ideas. Then is scamperer. A checklist is made. You substitute pen with something else. You can combine pen with something else. You can adapt. You can magnify. You can modify. You can put to another use. Eliminate, rearrange, reverse. These are all the techniques which you can do with the pen. Lateral thinking is solving the problem by unorthodox or apparently illogical methods. Ma'am gives you a problem or sir gives you a problem. People start solving it the other way around. एक हंसी की बात है. I'll tell you, there was one fellow we had in the college way back. अभी तो ऐसा नहीं चलता है. Now it is not like this. Way back, I am talking of 90s, 95s, 96. 96 में there was one fellow who was from a village. So that time na questions were set. है ना, Punjab University used to set a question paper. The questions used to get repeated also sometimes, and more or less 8 out of 8 questions you were supposed to do 5. So that fellow, when he was attempting the paper, some teacher saw कि sir, what is he doing? He is attempting the other way around. वो आंसर लिखता है पहले फिर पीछे चलता है. So they asked them, आपके पास कोई पर्ची है, कुछ गड़बड़ कर रहे हो? They said you can check it out. He had developed the knack of solving it the other way around. Unorthodox thinking, that is lateral thinking. That is what we are talking of here. Mind mapping, also called spider diagrams. So what you do, you put a large sheet of paper, write a short heading for the subject. For each major subtopic, start a new major branch. You have to branch it out and think of differently. So that is also called as mind mapping. We will not discuss. Okay, design thinking we have already discussed. Problem reversal. Here you create negative statements. We Punjabis also Indians also, we are negative thinkers. Negative thinkers in the sense हमको negative चीज ज़्यादा पसंद आती है. और for your knowledge I must tell you, one negative thought once you get in your mind ना कि मैं ये काम नहीं कर सकता, तो 17 बार 17 times you will have to say yes I can do it, then only you will be able to wipe that thought off. This is a proven fact. करके देख लीजिएगा. Once you get into your mind I cannot do it, you have to tell it 17 times that I'll be able to do it. करके देख लीजिएगा ये. Attribute listing. Here you are supposed to list the qualities of the product. Then what are the blocks to creativity? What is the block? One block was I told you, sleep down. The second is the perceptual block, the emotional block. Emotionally you do not want to disturb others, so that is why you are not being creative. Cultural blocks, what people will say, the environment is not there, and I do not have the intellectual to think creativity. Sorry. Okay, we'll come down to, yeah, innovation. Innovation is doing new things about creating value and increasing the efficiency. So without innovation, you cannot have new products, new services, right? Nobody would have thought of getting a juice in a Tetra pack had the Tetra packs not been invented. Process of innovation, idea generation, idea screening, feasibility and practical implementation. I'll just show you one idea here. Cycle introduced in Netherlands by Google. Just see here. And by the way, Netherlands is the largest consumer of these cycles. Most of the people travel by bicycles. This starts on your own, just by a command of your telephone, and comes to you. Self-balancing also. Just see here. It is very easy to send the kids on this because it is going to avoid the accidents also. Just see. You can work on the laptop while driving the cycle. Just see how the kids are going without any assistance. Thank you. Stop. You had an idea, you tested it, and you have practically drawn a product. This is a penguin books. I don't know how many of you are interested in reading books, but this design is an innovative design by some artist for penguin books. So we were talking of innovation. You could innovate on a product, or you can innovate on a process, and then it could be an organizational innovation also. Organizational innovation means how many people in the organization change with that. Business model innovation. So, okay. Okay, just one moment. Yeah. We'll just have a look at this slide and then we'll be winding it off in 2 minutes more. Components of creativity and innovation. Expertise is the foundation. You need to be an expert. You need to be an expert. You need to develop creative thinking skill. And this is very important. Intrinsic task motivation. Mere andar, in yourself, what motivation do you have to work for it? So, okay. These are the 8 essentials of innovation. You have generated a lot of ideas. And these are the outcomes. What are the steps? You have aspirations. You choose the aspiration, right aspiration, discover the product, evolve the product, make it happen, and mobilize the resources for making the product. Okay. Yeah. So this is the process. You conceive the idea, plan for it, develop it, qualify, launch, deliver, and retire. Retire means the product has to go out of it. Product cycle has to finish off. Product मर जाएगा, चलेगा नहीं. Anybody seen a Luna? Moped देखा है किसी ने अभी? Till 2005-06, Luna और ये moped जो थे ना, Hero Majestic के, they were in high demand because they were like a cycle, motorized cycle, having very high efficiency. But they are nowhere right now. They have retired now. So this is the innovation process. Okay, we will not talk of this. Okay, not exactly. Yeah, sorry. What are the variables affecting the this creativity? It is cognitive variables. Cognitive is your own variables like your intelligence, your knowledge, technical skills, and some people are gifted also. God gifted. God has told them everybody sitting here is unique. You have got some gift from the God. Then there are environmental variables, political-religious factors, cultural factors, educational factors, and this is important, confidence. How many of you have the confidence to stand up and say, yes, sir, this is right or this is wrong? Hardly any, hardly few. Okay, just one moment. Okay. Yeah. Just two small exercises and then we'll finish it off. How innovative are you? Divide the figure below into as many pieces as you can by making 4 straight cuts with a long knife. Long knife, 4 cuts लगाने हैं, कितने पीस बना सकते हैं? देखिए, है किसी के पास दिमाग? Anybody willing to do it? Not? Then we'll show you later. 2 dimensions, 11. यही सर्कल के अंदर बनाए, 4 कट्स हैं. You can just see. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Just see 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 11 pieces. But if I change it, if I fold it, 3 dimensions. Imagine it is a cake, so I make 14 out of them. 14 pieces. Another perspective, fold it after each cut, you have got 16 pieces. Okay. Company was making some things and glassware, glasses बनाते थे, तो उन्होंने क्या किया, उनको रैप करना होता था अखबार में. They were supposed to wrap it in the newspaper. अब उन्होंने देखा कि जब रैप करना होता तो लोग न्यूज़ पढ़नी शुरू कर देते हैं, तो उसके लिए क्या करना चाहिए उनको? तो you have to change the thinking and then you have to do it. These are the traits of creative people. You should be curious, confident, courage and consistency. That is the process that is required. एक मिनट यार. Okay. Okay, just one moment. I just want to show you one more exercise. That's it. Yeah. Okay. All of you are seeing this figure? How many figures do you see? Fatafat. 5 seconds. 10 seconds you take. How many figures do you see? Just let me know. Kitna? 7? 7?
Yes.
Okay. 7 is saying. हाय ओए ताई सुता सीगा यार तू. हाँ जी, इधर जेडे जागे हुए हैं उन्होंने पूछ लेने हैं कितना. हाँ 5. ग्रेट. और एनीबडी एल्स? हाँ जी, कितने देख रहे हैं? हैं 4? 4 या 5 यार? है नहीं 4. ओके ग्रेट. एनीबडी एल्स? हाँ जी, एनीबडी एल्स? 5. Great. How many figures do you see those? 4. Great. Lovely. How many figures here? आगे वाले और कोई सज्जन? All right. There are 9 pictures people in this photograph. You see how many of you can find. If you have found out 6, you have ordinary power of observation only. 7 was here. You have an average power of observation. 8, you are very observant. 9, you are extremely observant. So, if you are observant, you see the people, you see the things, you become, you become very creative. So, with that, I will end the session out here. But before I end, there is a message for you. Let me show you by a video. Even without the voice, you will be able to listen. ये पानी की एक बोतल है, देखिए क्या हो रहा है इसके साथ. सॉरी. 10 रुपए से शुरू हुए थे दोस्त, 500 रुपए पे आ गए. अभी पानी आना बंद होने वाला है. ये आ गया गिलास में. You have more